Hello, in this presentation we will define business entity assumption. According to Fundamental Accounting Principles, Wild 22nd edition, the definition of business entity assumption is principle that requires a business to be accounted for separately from its owner or owners and from any other entity. When considering the business entity assumption, we're basically saying that we want to keep the books separate from the business to the owner. When we're considering the industry types, there's going to be the corporation where we actually have a separate corporate entity, but the concept of the separate entity assumption applies for any type of industry, any type of organizational structure, even if we're talking about a sole proprietor or a partnership. Those types of organizational structures, unlike the corporation, do not have a separate legal entity, but we do still want to keep this concept of having our bookkeeping separate, having our finances kept separate. And the principle of this, the idea of this, is that it's going to make it a lot easier for us to assess both areas of our lives. Meaning, if we have a restaurant and we have our personal life, of course, then any bookkeeping involved within the restaurant, if we keep that separate, it'll help us to attain the goal of whether we're doing well or not within that goal, revenue generation being the business goal. And we can keep our other goals separate in terms of our personal life, us having a different goal to live well or something like that within the personal finances. By us separating those things, we can better measure our performance in both of those things. If this has been helpful, we suggest you take a look at our accounting instruction reference number 100 text. One of the main things within the text is just going to have a table of contents, so you can take a look at what you want to look at. You can drill down on that information, go to the text, and the text will lead you to free resources such as more instructional videos, test banks, and other types of problems and worksheets that can be used to pick up this information.